Okay, Space and Rocket Review. Space and Rocket Review. You two girls, tell your friends. Space and Rocket Review. What's going on, everybody? It's Monday, February 17th, 2025. It is President's Day in the United States. Hope everybody's having a good day off. If you do that. I don't. I didn't do that. I missed that memo. So, hope everybody's doing well. Guys, the space news cycle is absurdly slow right now. Like, absurdly slow. Snow. Oh, really, Sarah? Yeah, neither do I. Oh, it's Family Day in Ontario, bud. Oh, yeah, that's good. Oh, great. Great. Yeah, I know. I'm sure that's a really good day. You don't have like Prime Minister Day or something there, bud? No, just Family Day. All right, yeah, Family Day is good. Always good time to, spend time with your family. That's great. All right, so I'm scrolling through. Oh, you have 3 space news, Phil. Oh, all right. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Oh, that's actually some space news. There we go. Not what you linked, but yeah, good to know. There we go. What do you have? Here. Well, we're waiting. Oh yeah. Yeah, that should be enough to fill some space news. Oh, some interesting news about Firefly there. All right. Yeah, let's jump into it. But yeah, I warn you, there's not a lot. Team 40. Oh, Ryan Priest changed his profile. There are new KSA screenshots in the dev updates. Discord links are 1 kilometer long nowadays, so I can't post them in here. Get a link shortener. Are we going to look at Jared's tweet about Mars? We could do that. We can do that. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. We'll start off with NASCAR driver Ryan Preece. Yep, he changed his profile picture in a weird, funny way of crossing the memes between NASA and spaceflight. Yeah, or NASA and NASCAR, NASCAR and spaceflight, NASCAR and NASA spaceflight. Okay, still Monday. Give me a break between NASCAR and spaceflight. Yep. Freeze changed his picture to a shuttle astronaut. NASA car. Yeah. That's good. So the reason why he changed his profile pic to an astronaut is just give me a second. I'll show you. I should have had this teed up, but give me 1 second. So the Daytona 500 ended last night. And Ryan Preece was driving in it. He was driving in it, and well, here let me show you real quick. So yeah, this was on lap 196, so this was with 4 laps left. Here, careful with claims. Yeah, no sound. So Christopher Bell, yeah, lost it because somebody pushed him too hard. Now, this guy goes over here. Watch. Oh! And then his car proceeds to go back over the track. The astronaut thing is about to make a lot of sense. So, watch. Ready? You're going for a ride. Okay. Okay. Yep, I'm flying through the air. This is not good. Well, this is the Space and Rocket Review, so allow me to demonstrate the concept of lift. See, what we got here, what's going on right here is Bernoulli's principle. Yep, that car is entirely off the ground. Yep, there is a lot of pressure being made right here and not a lot of pressure over here. When that happens, lift gets generated, and going 180 miles an hour, which is about 300 kph, yeah, that's enough to generate lift, to make enough lifting force to lift a really heavy race car off the track. It's you. You're the Rocket Man. Oh, God. Oh, that's bad, man. Jeez. Yeah, yeah. So that prompted the guy that was driving it, who was fine, by the way. He walked away, which, all right. He changed his profile picture to freaking astronaut. That's pretty good. I would also like to add that NASCAR made these they did all these changes and implemented these new cars. All these cars, like the current generation of race car that they're racing, like the rule set, right? Similar to Formula One, like you got rules and that's going to change the shape of the car, right? They implemented, NASCAR implemented this design with the explicit, for an explicit reason of to not have the cars do that right there. Yeah, this whole design was there to not have the cars do that. That whole thing right there. See that part? See that part? That's not what they intended that thing to do. Yet here we are. How many cars are involved? Oh, geez. I don't know. This took out like 6 or 7 of them. Imagine this guy. Like, oh, yeah, there's another car right there. I don't know if you guys noticed this, just on a quick side note. Look at the wheel. Look at Priest's left front. All right? All right, take a look. Look at his left front. It stopped. So, see, his wheel stopped right there. You see it? It stopped. Priest is stepping on the brakes. He's stepping on the brakes, but the car is not touching the ground. The car is not touching the ground. I don't know if you guys watched the replay. It was at this moment that his car was not touching the ground. He stepped on the brakes, though. That's good. Should he press the gas? That's fair. That's fair. I guess we need air brakes now, right? Just deploy the freaking thing, slam back into the ground. Deploy the speed brake. Dude, I don't know if you guys noticed that. I saw him like, wait a minute, his tire stopped spinning. Oh, he stepped on the brakes. but yeah. Yeah. Well, he did want to stop. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. How would you fix that problem of going into the air? Well, NASCAR's team men have these things. See that? See this car that's spinning out. See that? It is an air brake. They have an air brake, but the air brakes only open up if they get laminar flow from the sides or from the back. Well, not laminar flow. That's not the right way to say that. They'll only open if your car is going sideways or if it's going backwards. Like I said, you could see the flaps open on that car. When they detect, or basically it's a passive system, the flap just opens and closes, right? And it's just on a wire that prevents it from opening any further. If there's low pressure above it, it'll deploy. So if the car is sliding sideways and you get side slip over it, it'll flip up. Yeah, see, there's Ryan Priest's flap. You see that it's deployed right there. You can see it. It's deployed, but you know, that didn't really do anything. Love me some Delta P. Yeah, that was scary, man. Like, I was watching the race, and at this point, I went, "Oh, that car's gonna fly." Right there, I went, "Oh no!" Look, you did step on the brake. You stepped on the brake. The problem is your tires aren't touching the ground. Oh. Maybe one that deploys forward. Yeah, dude. See all the other cars with the flaps? That's what they're supposed to do, not that. Yeah, that's the air filter just shooting out of the car. Crazy, right? Crazy. Yeah. So Ryan Priest, you know, guy's got a sense of humor. He changes. He's the Rocket Man now. He's the Rocket Man. Yeah. It's you. You're the Rocket Man. I don't know if you guys saw his crash. If you're a NASCAR fan, you saw his crash from last year. Last year's crash was so you here, check this out. You want to see it? Here, take a look. This was the 2024 Daytona 500. Watch this. So this was his crash last year. There he is. Just, you know. Oh, see the flap? Yep, nope, that didn't do that. Nope, that's not great. That's that's not good. See this part? This part is not good for the car. Yeah. So, fun fact. This crash happened in the same spot at Daytona. It happened in the same spot, and they ended up getting rid of the grass because the grass makes your car, it digs in and it makes your car fly. You see that? Yeah. Yeah, it makes your car go flying. They got rid of it, and look, it still happened. Maybe it's not the grass. Maybe it's not. Maybe that. Oh, jeez, man, you're gonna feel that one the next day. Maybe he is the issue. No, I mean, maybe. Jeez. Yeah. Yeah, so he's the Rocket Man now. Yeah, he's the Rocket Man now. The floor looked okay, though. Yeah, the floor looked... Oh. Okay. So, yeah, there's your lesson on, you know, lift. Yeah, lift. Our last lap was nuts. Yeah, it was crazy. I think we should get rid of the plate and let them go faster. Maybe the speed will hold them to the ground better, Kappa. Richard Petty is why there's restrictor plates on the cars. Yep. Maybe we should just go back to Buick Regals. That'll fix it. Shinny, I like you. You're all right. I like you. Yeah, I agree. I'm saying that as a Ford guy. Like, yeah, no, I agree with you. We should do that. We should get the Regal, get the Thunderbird, right? I was gonna say Pontiac Grand Prix, but Dodge Charger. Yeah, it's probably not gonna happen. Maybe vents under the car that open to lessen the amount of air that gets trapped when a system senses that there's no weight on a wheel. Yeah, Kai Fox, it's very clear that, dude, this car was supposed to have all that, but I guess not. Like, this was supposed to be the one, like, oh, this car will never fly, yet it flies. Get those carburetor motors back in there. Yeah, no, yeah, that's a good idea. Anyway, okay, so I will save Jared Isaacman's stuff for the for the end here. Let's just get through the lightning round of space news here. Would it help if the center of gravity was further forward? I mean, dude, you got a big old engine up in the front, Jack. There's the weight on this car is over the front. Those cars need RCS. They need something, dude. They need to make it not do that. That's death, dude. That's gonna kill someone. Like, even that's what Priest said in the exit interview. He's like, I'm happy I survived this, but NASCAR maybe should change some things because somebody might not, you know. The car is very close to 50-50. This car can't fly. Physics. Hold my beer. Anyway. All right, so let's jump into the news. So per FCC filings, Firefly Space's Blue Ghost should have completed lunar orbit insertion 2 last night at 9:09 UTC. No burn was observed. The mission was in a high data rate mode for most of my pass last night, but the Doppler, it's clear that it remains in the original lunar orbit. Uh-oh. Who is this guy? Altering its orbit to 100 by 150. No reason to suspect there is an issue with the spacecraft, as this apparent deviation from the mission plan could be the result of outdated data or a realization that they need more time to finalize lunar orbit planning. However, first major deviation in the FCC filed plans. Okay. That isn't unheard of, guys, of a lunar orbiter, lunar lander, something that's going out to the moon, waiting a couple of orbits. That's not unheard of. IM-1 did that. Yeah, the IM Intuitive Machines 1 did that. So it's not unheard of, dudes. The FCC, Federal Communications Division. Yeah, you have to send signals to the spacecraft, Speedy. This was the dude that found NASA's image satellite that was lost for years. Oh, okay. All right, cool. So, yeah, all right, he's legit. Pad B chopsticks are being untethered as we speak. Oh, yeah, I see it up there. Actually, you know what? Before the headset times out. There we go. The FCC won't let me be or let me be me without me. They try to shut me down on MTV, but it feels so empty without meat. Movement test question? Maybe. All right, cool. So, Stoke Aerospace is testing. We heard about last week. We heard about the Andromeda 2 engine, and Stoke is actually putting it to the test here already. So, headphone users, this might get loud. I don't know how loud it's going to get. It might get loud. So just, you know, go ahead and turn the volume down or up, depending on how you see fit. So, yeah. Edge and M. Yes. All right, here we go. Not too bad. I'm not sure if that was like a full test or something. That was a hot fire. Okay. Cool. Huh. Flame is rather yellow for hydrolocks. They're probably burning fuel rich, David, because it's the first test of this motor. Okay, well that's good. Stoke's making some pretty good progress. That Andromeda 2 engine is really nice. I talked about it on Flame Trench last Friday. It's pretty cool, man. It's a pretty cool motor. Might look weird because of how they're spraying water laterally into the flames. Yeah, you're probably right. It looks like there's some thrust modulation there, too, Pokey. See it? It's just going around in a circle. So once again, this is the Andromeda 2 engine is Stoke Aerospace's upper stage motor for their Nova rocket. That's a picture of it right there on the exact test stand that we just saw it fire on. Yes, that's the whole rocket engine. It's one power pack and a bunch of nozzles. Stoke is known with their Nova rocket, particularly in the Andromeda engine, because the Andromeda engine is a rocket engine and a heat shield rolled into one. It's using fully cryogenic propellants. And it uses those fully cryogenic propellants to not only put the rocket up into space, but also when their second stage comes back down. The engine is heat shield shaped, so it re-enters. When it re-enters, they run cold propellants through the backside of the heat shield, and then it comes out in the center. And it forms basically a cool column of gas around the heat shield. Does that sound familiar? And Stoke is looking to make fully reusable second stages, doing that, basically making their second stage work like a capsule. It's not the worst idea. Really, it's not. That's pretty damn smart, actually. Yeah, and this engine doesn't look like anything you've ever seen. That's Andromeda right there. That's the Andromeda 2 engine. And that's their Zenith engine over there. That's the first stage engine. Yeah, it doesn't look like they were sending it full blast, but I think Hoki's right. It's just how their sound suppressor goes on the test stand. Is it modulating the engines to test if it can keep from rolling? No, there's no thrust vector control in this house. They use differential thrust modulation to steer the thing, pitch and yaw. Yeah, it's really, really smart. Did he give any numbers like thruster-specific impulse? I'm sure that information is out there, Jack, but I don't know off the top of my head. What would need all those remove before flight? What would need all those remove before flight tags in that last image? Whatever they're using to modulate the thrust, some type of detent for it, Mutter, I think. I don't know. There's clearly one for each nozzle, but it's clearly safing something. Maybe it's a vent line. I don't know. Hard to say. But yeah, Stoke has some black magic rolled up their sleeve. I'm looking forward to Nova. That should be really, really cool. Yeah, this is what the rocket's going to look like. There you go. Nozzle checks, you think so, Tragic? Yeah, probably. I already have that, Demon. Yeah, that's the Nova rocket. Like I said, look at the second stage. Second stage is shaped like a capsule with a payload fairing on it. See, this is the payload fairing up there. They're targeting light to medium duty launch market here, at least initially, which is, once again, pretty dang cool. Anyway, the next bid here is coming from Origin. This is from Blue Origin here. Blue Origin recently launched New Glenn. And they've been awarded, NASA awarded a Blue Origin Category 1 certification for New Glenn. This is important. This is an important U.S. government certification and a big accomplishment for the team. We look forward to flying Escapade and many more missions for NASA LSP soon. So Category 1 certification basically means that New Glenn is eligible for NASA missions. Yeah, they're eligible for NASA missions, which is pretty cool. New Glenn launched on the 16th of January, so a little over a month ago. Actually, was it the 16th? May have been the 15th. About a month ago. And it was a pretty good mission. Blue did want to land their first stage, but ended up not doing it. Something happened with it. We haven't heard anything about that. Now, check this out. You want to see a little bit of something weird speaking of New Glenn. This is coming from the R Space subreddit here. This post is found some debris from New Glenn. It looks like a bit of New Glenn's fairing. Oops. A bit of New Glenn's fairing washed up on Earth. ETH. Yeah, there's these are all the signatures of all the people that worked on New Glenn's. It must be the signatures of the 10% they laid off. I was waiting for somebody to make that joke. But yeah, there you go. Ironic. Yeah, that's a piece of New Glenn's fairing that did work. It's just the fairing is not designed to be reused, so it did splash down in the ocean. And clearly broke apart right after that. Yeah, all these signatures were on a part of the fairing that says, like, for the benefit of Earth or something. And 10% of the signatures is where the hole... Yeah, oh yeah. Your friend's name was on that tiny sliver sticking out. What, that right there? That's, yeah, so we ended up getting, we ended up getting a bit of New Glenn back. Part of it was reused. Isn't that great? There you go. That's crazy. Oh, geez. Yeah, I forgot this was in there. So, okay. We will, put that over there. So, EGS posted this, actually last week, but the Artemis 2 SLS stack has, all 10 boosters stacked inside of the VAB. That is a critical moment here. Oh, yeah. Critical moment in stacking, because now you should be ready to put, should be ready to hang the core stage right in here. The segments, there's 10 of them, because there's 2 5-segment boosters. And they're currently being stacked inside a high bay... eye candy picture question. This has 9 of the 10 stacked here, but oh yeah. That is a very, 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 very nice picture. That's super cool. Yep. Now, once again, this was before this was with 9 stacked. There's one right here now. That's a little bit of an older picture. Also, football. There's a picture showing them. There's a picture showing them stack right there. Where does the booster go? That's right, it goes in the circle hole.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Hey, Worst, what's going on? And then, yep, they'll slip the clevis together and start bolting. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I mean, I would be remiss to say I don't understand why they're stacking a rocket that's supposed to not launch this year. But, you know, I don't hate some of these pictures. Oops, dropped a wrench. No, they tried that once in 1980. That was not a good idea. Because it takes a year to stack and test it. Still cool to see. Anyway. So, well, Firefly's Blue Ghost is going out to the moon, apparently, and apparently it didn't do the LOI-2 burn. We'll hear more on that. Actually, he said more on. Space Force awarded Firefly a $21.8 million contract for rapid response launch missions. This article is by Sandra Irwin over at Space News. And let's see what's up. Space transportation company Firefly Aerospace secured a $21.8 million contract from the U.S. Space Force to launch a mission to orbit under the military's Quick Reaction Space Program, marking the company's third such award. The contract, announced by Space Systems Command on February 13th, is for a mission dubbed Victus Sol that will utilize Firefly's Alpha rocket. The launch is part of the Tactical Responsive Space, or TACRS, program, which aims to demonstrate, you probably say TAC-RS, but I'm going to say TACRS, which aims to demonstrate the Space Force's capability to rapidly deploy satellites during national security emergencies. Details about the payload, mission objectives, and launch timeline are not being disclosed, but according to a Space Safari spokesperson, they're not being disclosed according to a Space Safari spokesperson. Space Safari, a New Mexico-based office managing the TAC-RS program, operates under Space Systems Command. There is a company out there unironically named Space Safari. Makes you think they're going to bump up and send SLS. I don't know, maybe. Maybe the visuals of something completed with SLS will influence decision makers. That's my guess, Bob. RJ, back from your shower. Did you miss anything? I left in the middle of the Andromeda engine test stuff. Yeah, you missed stuff. The latest award signals a shift in the TAC-RS program from demonstration flights to operational missions. Victus Sol is moving beyond TACRS demonstrations and will be available for operations, a Space Safari spokesperson said in a statement to Space News. Interesting. It seems like a follow-up to the Victus Nox mission, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Hope those nasty space hippos don't bite anybody after their space safaris. Yeah, that would suck. All right. So Firefly's scoring some contracts. That's cool. That Alpha is getting some use. Pretty good. Now, guys, there was a crash. There was a plane crash in Toronto Pearson actually a couple hours ago, and nobody appears to be hurt. So my rule is that I don't show people getting hurt on stream. That is a Twitch terms of service rule, technically. I don't care. Even if it wasn't, I still wouldn't do it. I don't like making money off of people getting hurt. I don't think that's wise. Only if it, the only person I would the only person I would show getting hurt is me, like dropping a transmission on my foot. But hey, Shenrir, thanks for the raid. 8 injuries reported. What's going on, Shen? How you doing? We got a Shenrir raid. I'm not gonna share that when the Shenrir raiders are here. we won't share that. Anyway, you guys know my buddy Shen. Shen, what were you up to? You were playing Civ? Civ today, huh? How's that going? Is it good? I haven't played it. Dude, I don't think I've played a Civ game since Civ 4, maybe? Good, been enjoying Civ? Right on, man, right on. It's good to know. How about myself? So, get this. Over the weekend, it snowed. A lot. And then right after it snowed, it got really warm. We're talking like, you know, it was like 20 degrees, and then it was like 35 degrees Fahrenheit. So it was like minus 5C, and then it went to plus 5C. And then all the snow started melting. And then the sun went down. And the temperature went back down to minus 5. And yeah, my whole yard, house, everything is just caked in ice. You know, that's cool. That's cool. My driveway is about this much ice on it. That's nice. It's way better than expected. 6 did not have a very fun game at launch. 7 is definitely good. Cool, cool. Yeah, my whole driveway is a skating rink. Sounds like you need a flamethrower. I may or may not have tried that with a propane heater, not a flamethrower. But it's kind of the same thing. You're the Iceman. Yeah. Not by choice. Yeah, the gunman, the dang yeah, you dang Canadians gave me some of your weather. I didn't want this. I didn't want this, Dan, but why? Why, bud? Why you gotta be like that, buddy? Oh, why you gotta come do that here? That's completely ridiculous. At least it didn't do the whole drop snow, melt snow thing. Oh, it did, Aqualex. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. It snowed a ton. Got about half foot. And then it rained a lot. And everything warmed up. And it started to melt all that snow. And then it froze right after that. Yeah. It's just sad because of 4 nations. They're sending us cold as revenge. Nice. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I ended up fixing 2 snowblowers over the weekend. Well, 1. My snowblower is still broken. I fixed my neighbor's snowblower too. What is snow? I only get gray mush. Yeah, freaking. Anyway. Yeah, no, that whole flooding thing definitely happened. There was an ice dam in my backyard in Aqualex because my house is on a hill. So water came up and built up against the side of the house that has the bulkhead, and all the ice that was there sealed it all up and turned my backyard into a swimming pool. And the water level rose above the level of my bulkhead and proceeded to turn my bulkhead into a waterfall going into my basement. So that's how my weekend's been. Shen, hopefully you had a better one playing Civ 7, man. That's how my weekend went. It sucked. It sucked a lot. Not great, Bob. Not great. Not great. So I bought a pickaxe. And made reliefs in the ice dam, and it looked like a spillway from a regular dam. So I was having fun with hydrodynamics. And then I woke up this morning and all that froze again. Yeah, it's just ice. All of it. It's just this thick, dude. We're talking like 10 centimeters or something, man. That's a lot of, there's a lot of ice. Basement waterfall. Yeah, I know. I kind of wanted a pool in my backyard. I didn't really want the weather to make a pool for me in the backyard, but it's good. It's good. It's great. Yeah, I filled up a shop vac with water. Yeah, it was fun. Can you tell from my excitement how fun it was? Anyway, Shen, thanks for the raid, dude. I'm glad you're having fun with Civ 7, and I hope everything is good. Here, take a look at this plane crash.
Tower, Endeavor 4819, I'm back. That was 23. Endeavor 4819, Tower Tower, wind 27023, gust 33, clear to line on 823. You might get a slight bump in the glide path. There'll be an aircraft in front of it. Clear to land, 23, Endeavor.
Yeah, I'm not sure that that plane is supposed to do that. I'm not sure that that's supposed to happen. I know a lot about planes, but I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to do that. Yeah, everyone is alive. No casualties. Some injured, not in good condition. And I usually don't show plane crashes on stream because I don't like making money off of death. That's kind of not cool. But also, no one died. No one died. That's not how you plane. What happened here? So Yarg, this type of thing happens if you lose a landing gear. Not lose a landing gear. Let me get my plane model out. So, say you're coming in for a landing, right? I'll use my F4. Just pretend that the F4 is this CRJ, okay? Right? So, you're coming in for a landing, right? And the reason why I say you lost the landing gear, right? Or landing gear failed or something, which guys, don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure wind did this, but hear me out. So, you come in for a landing. If for whatever reason a landing gear goes or wind blows you off the runway and one wheel goes into the dirt and you lose it, the plane likes to dig in like this. So like you're coming in for a landing, plane likes to dig in and then it likes doing this. It likes rolling down the runway sideways like this. I'm pretty sure that's what happened here. Now whether, like once again, the reason why I say the landing gear failed or something is because the only way this really works is if the wing digs in. So like the wing has to, like if this is the ground, the wing has to dig into the ground to get it to pole vault and flip over, right? But let's be real. Actually, I mean, I said landing gear failure to start off, but if the wind is good enough, dude, it could do it without it. High wind landing, 70 plus miles an hour. High wind gust in the area right now. Pilot error is probable. Yeah. So basically, if a wing digs in, now I would say this probably happened after landing. Most of the time, if it had happened anywhere before this thing touched down, there wouldn't be any discernible piece of the plane. So they must have started slowing down and wind blew the plane off the runway and then it just started flipping over like that. And also, yes, F4. But yeah, if it happens at a low enough speed, the fuselage stays intact. And that's exactly what happened. The plane did exactly what it was supposed to. The wings are supposed to shear off. That's what's supposed to happen. It looks like the entire fuselage of the plane seems to be in one piece. Here's a video from Snapchat. What the hell? Dude, who's in a plane crash and thinks I'm going to post this on Snapchat? What the heck? Man, I'm just happy everyone's okay. Canadians? Well, the plane came from the United States. Yeah, oh my God. Yeah, no, I agree. Yo, that plane's upside down. Jeez. My plane crashed and I'm upside down. Wow. I can't believe that, dude. That's... Here, let's just...
7105, pull up, go around.
The go around, 715.
This airplane just crashed at 23. 7105, pull up, go around. Mike, take a minute back, you can just stay there.
Well, here, Mike, take a minute back.
7105, stop time 3000. 7105, when you're able, you can go right turn heading 300.
Right 300, 7105.
Our life flight 1 back. We're going to hold south of the airport. We're just discussing with our OTC if they need to deploy us here or not. Flight 1 minute back. I got no traffic here, so just let me know what you'd like to do. We just had a crash on runway 23 here.
Hey, you can't park here.
Roger. Yeah, we're just discussing with our OTC whether they wanted to redeploy to this crash site or not. Roger. We're 7105. Contact departure 1288.
Departure 28, we're 7105.
Tower Endeavor 4819. I'm back. Runway 23. Endeavor 4819. Tower Tower. Wind 27023. Gust 33. Clear to line on runway 23. My guess.
Gust to 33 knots, man. I think it was a confirmed gear failure. Well, the gear is somewhere around. It should be right here next to the attached to the wing box, but that's gone. Let me hear that one more time.
Tower Endeavor 4819, I'm back. Runway 23. Endeavor 4819, Tower Tower, wind 27023, gust 33, clear to line on runway 2.
Okay, so wind 270, gust 23 to 33. All right, so let's look at Pearson. So the Toronto, it's YYZ. Yes, the song, the airport. It's Toronto's airport. It's Toronto Pearson. It's over here. Yeah, here we go. All right, so the guy said plane crash on runway 23. So there's 24 left, 24 right. So that means 23 should be over here. So plane bought it here and winds 270, 23 to 33. So that's the wind. That's the direction the winds are coming from. So the wind was blowing this way, east-west. It was over here going that way. So there is a crosswind on the runway. It's a crosswind on the runway. I mean, sing the lyrics. Yeah, that's still, I mean, the approach, the wind would be coming this way. But coming this way at 33 knots, that's not a joke. That's a lot of wind. But if you're looking at all the runways at YYZ, they're all going 45 degrees off. It's gusting 23 to 33. Yeah, that's not... I think they got gusted. Let me put it that way. Plane landed too slowly. Mega pint of wine. This screams wind. Wind pushed the plane, caused the gear to fail, or it pushed it off the runway. Yeah, once again, we'll wait. And, thank God nobody got hurt. Like,
2-3, you might get a slight bump in the glide path. There'll be an aircraft in front of it.
Clear to land, 2-3.
I mean, guys, look at the wind. Look at the wind blowing the smoke off the plane. It is windy out there.
Pull up, go around.
The go around, 715.
So right there, you just heard them. Here, listen.
Slight bump in the glide path. There'll be an aircraft in front of it.
Clear to land, 2-3, Endeavor 48.
Yeah. So, all right, hold up. Let me go through this.
23, gust 33, clear to line on 823. You might get a slight bump in the glide path. There'll be an aircraft in front of it. Clear.
Okay, so that was the tower telling EDV 4819, Endeavor 4819, to land on runway 23. He's telling him winds coming from 270, gust 23 to 33. Right? And then this is the readback.
Clear to land, 2-3, Endeavor 4819.
There you go. That's the pilot. Is 33 knots enough to do this? If it's coming from the right direction, Strath, sure. But clearly that's in the... See, this could be a mechanical failure too, but wind, that crosswind is nasty if you don't know what you're doing. If you're getting a slight crosswind on a runway, planes do this thing where they you modulate the rudder to kind of get the plane to fly sideways. And you put the fuselage of the plane into the headwind, right? And you kind of fly it sideways. What is it called? It's crab. It's not called crabbing. Or is it? I don't know.
We're 7105, pull up, go around.
So, it is crabbing? Yeah. Yeah, it's crabbing. So yeah, you turn the fuselage of the plane into the headwind and you kind of fly it sideways, and the rudder will send you in the right direction. Crosswind components. Yeah, it is. Okay, it is crabbing. Yeah. All right, I remembered right. Now, somebody in chat said this was cut and spliced because let's hear what the next thing is. Toronto just got a crap load of snow. The runway could be slippery. That's right, Stuart. Yeah.
We're 7105, pull up, go around.
So, pull up, go around. That's, is that the tower saying that? Hold on.
2-3, you might get a slight bump in the glide path. There'll be an aircraft in front of it.
Clear to land, 2-3, Endeavor 4819.
We're 7105, pull up, go around.
So, that was somebody issuing a go around, meaning I'm not landing on the runway. There's probably a good reason to not land on the runway. Yeah.
The guard, 715.
This airplane just crashed at 2-3. We're 7105, pull up, go around. Mike Tango Medevac, you can just stay there.
Well, Mike Tango Medevac.
7105, stop climb 3000.
So, right there, the tower told that plane that issued the go around, he told them where to go. He told them a heading and altitude. He said, just fly over there.
7105, stop climb 3000. 7105, when you're able, you can go right turn heading 30.
Yeah, he diverted him out over the lake.
00.
Right 300, 7105.
Our light flight 1 back. We're going to hold south of the airport. We're just discussing with our OTC if they need to deploy us here or not. Flight 1 back. I got no traffic here, so just let me know what you'd like to do. We just had a crash on runway 23 here. April, Roger. Yeah, we're just discussing with our OTC whether they wanted to redeploy to this crash site or not. Roger, we're 7105, contact departure 1288.
Section 28, return 105. Tower, Endeavor 4819, I'm back.
Holy shnikes. Oh, there's the wing. Oh, there's the wing over there. All right. It's just hanging out. That's a lot of smoke. Yeah, it's the fuel, but it looks like the firemen were on their game, dude. Freaking airport firemen.
Bay 19, Tower, wind 27023, gust 33, clear to land on 823. You might get a slight bump in the glide path. There'll be an aircraft in front of it.
Clear to land, 23, Endeavor 4819.
So, cool thing about the fire truck. Fire truck ain't spraying the plane. He's spraying the smoke. Because he's trying to go into the wind. Because the flames are going with the wind. He's trying to shoot into the wind. Pretty cool, huh? Notice how he's not shooting the plane. I mean, there's people there, so you probably don't want to do that. But also, he wouldn't be doing that even if the people were here. With the plane and the wing so close, I get it was pretty slow at the point of rollover. I agree, Denny. Yeah, I agree. This looks like, guys, it looks like the plane was slowing down and wind blew it off the runway. And it looks like it blew it into the grass or something. I mean, I can't tell which way the runway is, like, where they are. Okay. Hold on. Let's see. Let's go looking around here for a second. So, let me take a look. That right there looks like an ILS box. But it's hard to say. You really don't got good bearings here. Yeah, see that? right there. Okay, there's also some FBO over there. Let's see if we can look around. No, it's too far away. But shot from the other plane gives a sign for a taxiway. All right, let's see. Let's take a look. Okay, so this is taxiway Romeo crossing taxiway Bravo with an entrance to taxiway Bravo 2. Let me see. I just want to, so what I'm trying to discern here is how far this plane went down the runway. How far did it go down that runway? FedEx. Okay, the FedEx building with the windsock. All right, we should be able to find all that. Oh. No. So there's the windsock, or at least it should be right there. Yeah, that's where we're at. Yeah, Hokie, it's runway 23. I discerned that from the Louvre. He gave him clearance to land runway 23, wind 270, 23 to 33. So that plane made it a good ways down the runway, and if I'm looking at this all correctly, yeah, that plane that's taxiing is taxiing right here. See, because that explains Bravo and Bravo 2. There's two different taxiways. These are two different quote-unquote roads right here. And yes, all systems ADS-B would show this. But yeah, once again, nobody was hurt. Thank the big man upstairs. Like, no one was hurt, which is crazy. I just want to figure out what the heck happened here. Like, this is cool to do. And all right, let's see. So here's Toronto Pearson. That's H. So there's taxiway B. B to B2 right there, crossing taxiway R right there. See? B2 is a runoff. Ah, the Jepson will definitely help. Oh, what the hell? What do you mean forbidden? I just pulled it up. Yeah, okay. Guess not. We could figure it out right here anyway, so. Yeah, okay. So this is over here. Wait a minute. What the heck? Huh. That's weird. A retired pilot mentioned the plane was descending around 600. 600? 600 FPM for landing. So that camera was over here. BB2R. So yeah, okay, that plane was going this way and looking that way. Got it. It was looking over here. So this happened right here. So that plane made it a good ways down the runway, if I'm looking at all this correctly.
7105, when you're able, you can go right turn heading 300.
Right 300, 7105.
Our life flight 1 back. We're going to hold south of the airport. We're just discussing with our OTC if they need to deploy us here or not.
Yeah. Maximum allowed crosswind component for landing depends on the braking action of the runways, so they might have landed with a slightly higher than allowed crosswind. All speculation, of course. The plane could have been blown off the runway, causing the gear to collapse. That's my guess, Lava. That would be my guess. Is it okay to show NBC News? It has a better POV from a helicopter. Yeah, sure, why not? It's just the audio we gotta be worried about.
You know, underscore.
Oh,
having though,
in terms hell, man. Yeah, this was at low speed, guys. The plane was already slowing down. So I noticed that. So it's right by the 2305 sign. So that's the threshold. That's a runway crossing. 23-05. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, maybe not. I'm confused now. I did read that sign right, didn't I? Oh, runway crossing, idiot. Yeah. So what that is a hold short right there. Sorry, I read it wrong. Yeah, 23-05. So that's a hold short. You'd see one of those signs right here. See, all the signs are painted on the runways too, for what it's worth. It very much seems like that shot with the FedEx building that this thing is backwards. So the nose is pointed this way. Nice. Yeah, see, from this shot, look. Oh, the gear, the right gear, the left gear is still there. Huh. See the FedEx building right there? Take a look. See? FedEx is right there. And the plane, well, guys, the plane was cleared to land on this runway going this way. And from that picture, unless there's another FedEx building that looks exactly like that one, it's pointed that way, which means it dug in. But it does look like from this angle that the other wing is still there. No, I got it. I got it. Air Canada. All right. Where's that Air Canada terminal? It can't be. What the heck? So the plane wound up upside down, pointed in this direction. Not the same Air Canada logo? That one? Are you sure? Air Canada. That wing holding in place might have been what saved everybody. Kept keeping the fuselage intact, rolled onto its belly, but couldn't keep rolling and tumbling. Rocket, I'm going to go ahead and say that this thing... So, guys, all right. The plane pretty much appears to be right here. Right in this area here. We know because it's definitely near a hold short, right? It's absolutely near a hold short. And it's near... There's a shot that has the windsock right there. And the FedEx building in the background. And then there's another shot from over here somewhere that has that Air Canada. This is a maintenance hangar. It has the Air Canada sign in it. And yeah, the plane I'm going to go ahead and guess the plane's somewhere right around here. It looks like this plane landed, and for whatever reason, the right wing hit the ground somehow. Guys, like, once again, if you look at it from here, that wing's sheared off, right? And then you look at this shot, that wing's gone. You can actually see it. It's over there. It's to the right. They show it for like a split second. See it? See it over there? At least I think that's the wing. It looks like it. Anyone got the METAR? So Johnny, tower advised plane winds 270, 23 to 33 for landing for Endeavor 4819. Like, here, listen, dude.
Tower Endeavor 4819, I'm tack. That was 23.
Endeavor 4819, Tower Tower, wind 270, 23, gust 33, clear to line on 823. You might get a slight bump in the glide path. There'll be an aircraft in front of it. Clear.
Could be the tail section. Yeah, that's right. It could be. So this plane's backwards, upside down, pointing in a completely different direction than when it came in. I think that side is a tail horizontal stabilizer. Yeah, maybe. Winds 23, gusting, so 23 knots sustained, gusting 233, coming from 270. So that means the windage, guys, is going this way. It's going this way, following this line going that way. So there is a little bit of a crosswind component. Could this plane be repaired? I wouldn't do that. No. No, the wing box is damaged. Dojo, see this right here? That's the wing box. Wing box gets damaged. That's like frame. That's like a bent frame on it, on a car. She's gone. This plane will never fly again. Yeah, that thing is totaled. Dude, even if you strip this thing down to nothing, rebuilt it, and put it back together, I still wouldn't fly on it. And neither would any pilot, that's for sure. Yeah, see, if the wing box gets damaged or the fuselage gets damaged, that's it. Don't even bother. Like, look at the plane that Sully landed, the Miracle on the Hudson plane. That plane was okay. Dude, one of the engines was still attached. Even then, like, that's no good. Because you don't know, like, see, there... Guys, you want to hear how, like, airplane logic works? All right? Could this plane be rebuilt? Could it fly again? Sure. It's not really worth it. But, like, if you're talking physically, yeah, sure. Would you put your life on that? Think about it. Right? if you want to understand how, like, why the airline industry is so safe, it's because no, you would not. Why would you do that? You're taking a way unnecessary risk, right? Don't do that. What are you, crazy? Just get another one. There's plenty of them, you know, like, don't put your life on it, right? Like, why would you? Right? So, Bedojo, could it be fixed? Sure. Anything can be fixed. Would you bet your life on flying around a plane that crashed? Hell no.
Discovery.
No way, dude. Not a chance. So that's why they're gonna scrap it. Could it fly again? Sure, absolutely. I wouldn't put my seat in the pilot seat of that thing. Hell no. No way. No, I'm good, thanks. Right? Yeah, I wouldn't do that. 23 crosswind component on a contaminated runway is over the limits for a Dash 900. A lot of guys don't keep in their crosswind controls when landing either. Yeah, Johnny, I'm gonna say that this thing got a gust of wind. It came down the runway. Like, dude, from what we can surmise, this thing is flipped over and the nose is pointed this way. So the plane is like somewhere right here, pointed in that direction. So it's upside down, pointed this way. So that shot right here of the, like, them leaving the plane, right? That's over here somewhere. And they're running probably towards the FedEx terminal, right? Because that's the closest thing, right? So plane's backwards, the wing dug in. They landed. It looks like a wind gust pushed it over here. Pilot tried to correct. It's icy over here. Flipped the plane around. It put too much on the wing, snapped the wing off, and the plane flipped over and landed over here. Like, the path would look, so, once again, this is your crosswind, right? The path would be, the plane's coming in, he lands, da-da-da-da-da, gust of wind. Oh, crap, we're going off the runway. Try to correct. Okay. Plane does a freaking drift. When planes drift, it doesn't end well, because if they lean too far, you're overstressing the landing gear, or you could, well, the whole plane could lean, and if it dug in, there you go. Has there been another significant air incident? You tell me, King. This was at Pearson, though. This is at Toronto Pearson, man.
2-3, you might get a slight bump in the glide path. There'll be an aircraft in front of it.
Clear to land, 2-3, Endeavor, 4819.
Someone said the wing touched the ground during the landing. It touched the ground during landing? How are these people alive? Oh my God. What? Oh, jeez. How are these people living? That's absolutely insane, man. Do you think the overhead bin shifted? Yeah, maybe a little bit. Contents in the overhead bins may have... How are these people alive, dude? SpaceX is going to build a next-gen ATC? Oh, cool. Neat. Dude, that is knuckin' futz, dude. Yeah, Nathan, I saw this picture and went, is anybody dead? No, everyone survived. I mean, there's some people in the hospital, that's for sure. Not everybody's body's ready to be flipped over in a jet. That's really disorienting. Especially you getting bounced around and stuff. Like,
2-3, you might guess.
I know what's wrong. It ain't got no gas in it. Improper crosswind controls cause wing strikes, which is hard to do on a plane without underwing mounted engines. Yeah. Yeah, Johnny. Hey, thanks for telling me the limits of CRJ 900. I appreciate that, man. Yeah. Because, yeah, that, like I said, yeah, that's, what's the saying? You can always go around. Yeah, we've seen it, King. It's crazy. If a CRJ banks more than 11 degrees on landing, the wing will touch. Landed on Toronto's 23, but came to a stop on the runway inverted. Both wings, both main gear and tailplane separated from the airplane. There were no fatalities. Unfreaking believable. How did these people live? Oh my goodness. Like that, it's a freaking miracle, dude. That's a miracle. That's a miracle that these people got up and walked away. Like, this could have, dude. Okay, so like, Johnny and Chad. So Johnny, thank you, man. I appreciate it. The limits. There's limits. There's limits to planes. Some planes can't land in too high winds. 23 to 33 for that type of plane. If it's out of the plane's limits, it just can't take that wind, right? It's just gonna blow. The wind's just gonna blow the plane around in the direction you don't want it to go. You can get a crosswind induced loss of control. That's there's a reason why they say don't fly it in these conditions, because you can lose control. That's what the limits are. Where the wind is too much for your control surfaces or anything else to compensate. If the plane was out of limit and the pilot still chose to land, that's the pilot's fault. The METAR for YYZ 270, 28 gust to 35. Yeah. What are you, crazy? 28 gusting to 35, crosswind on the runway. You are out of your mind. Like, why would you try to land this plane? That flight should have been canceled, to be honest with you. Flight should have been canceled. That flight should have very much been canceled. If you wonder why sometimes your flight gets canceled, right? If you're ever flying, if you ever fly a lot, your flight gets canceled, and you're like, what the hell? Why is my flight getting canceled? That could be a reason. The weather conditions where you're going could be bad. Could be too windy. Woof. Dude, this thing did a complete flip. Look at the cowling on the motor. And look at the motor deciding to shoot oil out everywhere. Oh my goodness. It should have been a go-around. Dude, a go-around, divert, cancel the flight. Wow. So, this is the point where this turbofan decided to puke its guts out. Yeah, its guts are all on the side of the airplane. But, huh. That's weird. But look, see the cowling's all bashed in? Because this plane flipped over. It was rolling, like I said. 1100 descent at 500 feet, EJ, in your source video. What? It's not running rich. It's just it puked out all its oil because it's really not designed to fly upside down or be upside down. In fact, running that upside down is not good for it. For the same reason why a car motor upside down doesn't work very well. I mean, don't get me wrong. This thing's... It's not like it's got an oil pan in it, but... Oof, that's crazy. You believe that? Unbelievable. DL doesn't care unless it's dire. The most important metric is on-time performance. Yeah, well, it landed. It landed on time. So, Badojo, take a look. See the wing box? That's where the wing box should be. This should be the strongest part of the plane. It's missing. See, it's not there. You could do, but see, it's still got the right, still got the or the left gear. Yeah, see the wing box? It should be right there. There's a big chunk where it should be. I mean, that probably could be where the landing gear goes, but whatever. Even the passengers got out faster than expected. Red 6, baby. Nice truck. Frickin' firemen on their game. Yeah, I'm wondering what this is, guys. So, this could be just puking diesel fuel or something, but, guys, okay, interesting thing here. Look. So, these marks are following an aerodynamic path. See that? Meaning that this happened while the plane was still moving. You see, it looks like streaks. That's interesting. Probably wing fuel tanks. Yeah. Well, okay. That's a clue to the puzzle right there. Because, you know how I said this thing probably puked its guts out? No. No, look. This is... If that's diesel, that got sprayed onto the side of the plane. Well, see, look. See how it looks like it's leaving streaks that look like aerodynamic flow? It looks like flow viz from an F1 car. That means what Kuro said. This guy came down too hard. He cracked the fuel tank. And the fuel shot out all over the side of the plane. Woof. Could these engines be reversed and spitting stuff out the front? No. No. I mean, am I looking at that right, guys? I mean, why is there soot marks in front of the motor? And look, another interesting thing, dude. You know, people are going to say, oh, it could be because of the fire, EJ. It could be because of the fire. Like, you know, it's going to shoot out flames and everything. It's going to cause a big fire. Well, yeah, if that's the case, why is there snow on top of the diesel fuel scuff mark? No, this happened while the plane was still moving. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Because it was snowing? Is it fire suppressant? If it's fire suppressant, then I'm completely wrong. Yeah, I will contend to say that I'm completely wrong if that's all fire suppressant. That if it is, then my first theory was the right one. But yeah, that could be, but that's still, I mean, I don't know, why is it out in front of the motor? Unless this thing ripped a fuel line, right? That still doesn't explain the aerodynamics. Look, I mean, see, it looks like flow viz. Something weird happened here. Yeah, it could be AFFF. Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, that's definitely fire suppressant. Absolutely. It looks like snow. Yeah, I know, King. I got it too. You guys brought it over to me, so thanks for that. I appreciate it. Only because I live near the ocean, it turned to rain, and then it froze. So if anybody's got if anybody's got some ice skates, come on over. I'm not even kidding. I have 2 inches of ice all over my yard. It's windy and sooty like fire would blow like that easily. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Yep. I'm just wondering why there's soot all over the place, dude. Hold on, let me look at the top of the motor. You've got 4 feet of snow. Yeah, I didn't get that. Yeah, I didn't get that. Have fun with that, dude. I don't know why you live where you live, but whatever. So the Bruins will play better? Hey, Sirius, you know what's funny? How much the Blackhawks suck. That's funny. Yowzers. Yeah, maybe, Bill. That is funny. Now with Corpusalo in net, yeah, that guy's pretty good, man. His damn fins. Yeah, Will, yeah, for sure. It was windy. Yep. CCTV. Oh, what do we got? So once again, there was a CRJ 700 that, or CRJ 900 that landed at Toronto Pearson. It landed on time. I don't think it landed right, though.
Just one runway.
Oh! Oh, there it is. It spun around. So, yeah, that's not on the runway right there. You see that? You see that? Do you see that? That's not on the runway. Yeah, that's not on the runway. That's very much not on the runway. The runway's over there. Watch, there it goes. And it spun around right there. Holy dude. Whoa. Whoa, how are people still alive? Unbelievable. Yeah, Bill, that's what I'm saying. Normally I don't allow people cursing in chat, but this time it's fine. How did nobody die? I'm impressed. That's awesome. Yeah, that explains the soot. That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying. It looked like flow-vis, meaning that something broke while the plane was still moving. That's what I'm talking about, dude. See, it broke while the plane was still going fast. And oh my goodness. Wow. Well, hey, it's so lucky the fuselage didn't catch fire. Well, that's on the YYZ fire department, man. Those guys are on their friggin' game, dude. Because, yeah, this thing goes a little bit further. There's no plane left. Unbelievable. Yeah, that's on the YYZFD right there. Those guys know what's good, man. I can't believe that. I can't believe nobody died. Like, I'm astonished. That's bad. This is a bad crash. That plane's not on the runway.
Wait, no, it's just one runway. It's runway only.
Wow. Good engineering saves lives. Well, yeah, that's right, Edmana, but that plane has limits for a reason. Wow. No, there's a crosswind, Ando. It looks like they got a gust of wind while they were slowing down, and it drifted the plane off the runway. But see, that's what I mean, dudes. That's what I mean about this. Like, yeah, that could be fuel from the fire and stuff, but see how it's all, like, it swoops up like this? This thing got sprayed down with diesel while the plane was still moving. Man, how the hell is that plane still in one piece? Well, one piece. Dude, these people are probably going to get their luggage back, which is bananas to me. Like, wow. Was there snow and ice on the runway? No, Pins. No, the plane had just landed from what I could tell. Like, now, something that's very curious to me here, guys, like, if this looks like the path of the plane, right? Like, it, you know, I would assume that footage is CCTV from the terminal or something. Could be over here, right? You know, maybe the pilots couldn't see maybe they couldn't see these taxiways. Maybe the gust of wind made it so they couldn't see it, so they turned and then they figured out, oh crap, we're not going down one. You know, like, yeah, I know, Gek, I know. Unreal, dude. You don't think it's crosswind, Smith? Yeah, maybe, dude. I don't know. Just joined. I think they botched I think they bounced and botched the go around. I don't know, dude. This is the, okay, so this is me just being a bum on Google Earth. Like, this looks like the path of the plane. We know it landed on runway 23. It definitely touched down, right? And then it looks like somewhere around here, the plane veered off the left side of the runway. Now, for whatever reason, I don't know. Right? It seems like a wing dug in, right? And the pilots went to correct, and then the thing started flipping. And then it spun around and landed over here with the nose pointing in that direction. Doesn't YYZ have a super long runway that A380s land on? Yeah. Probably this one. That one's actually pretty long. I mean, let me see. Yeah, we have 16 hash marks. That's a big runway. I mean, how long is it threshold to threshold? I'm going to guess this is probably like a 9,000 foot runway. 10,000 foot. Yeah, that's a big runway. You could land an A380 on that with the right headwind. You'd land a 7.4 on that. That's a big boy runway. Very big. It's very wide. That's a really wide runway. 16 hash marks, dudes. So, all right. For the people that don't know planes, so this white line across the runway indicates the start. That's called the threshold. That's called the threshold. Anytime you see arrows going to that white line, this is a displaced threshold. This is not runway. Okay? That's not runway. That's called the displaced threshold. The displaced threshold is basically from here all the way around here to there and there to there. All right? The displaced threshold starts right here where these lines are. Those lines are called hold shorts. Okay? That's where basically the plane stops before they get clearance from the tower to get on the runway. You can't cross the hold short line unless the tower says. But none of that's pertinent here. This is just for people to understand. So this is the start of the runway. And these hash marks right at the beginning of the runway will tell you how wide the runway is. I believe 16 hash marks is 250 feet wide, I think. No, it's 200. I was off by a little bit. Yeah, that's a wide runway. 200 feet wide. So, like, okay, for the Americans, a football field is this. That's a football field. We're almost a football field wide. It's pretty big. For the Canadians, I'll show you, or anybody else, I'll show you guys in meters. But feet is the right unit when we're talking about aviation. 60-meter wide runway. That's a big runway. So, now, every, these hash marks here indicate how far you are from the end, from the thresholds of the runway. They're every 150 feet. Or, not 150 feet, I'm an idiot, 500 feet. That was meters. Right? So, that's like ideally where you want to land, but yeah, the hash marks are every 500 feet, and they tell you that either how far you are into the runway where you want to touch down, or how far you are towards the end of the runway. You start seeing hash marks, you're starting to get to the end. Runway 23-05 is 11,100. What? You sure about that? How far down the runway does the reverse thrust get used? You'll use the reverse thrust until you get down to like 40, 50 knots, Rocket Guy. Like, dude, that CRJ 900 is a tiny freaking plane. Assuming they touch down over here somewhere, right? And point of crash was there, you're 5,000 feet down the runway. That's plenty of runway. And once again, this plane was going slow. You know how I can tell it's going slow? Because we can still figure out that it's an airplane. Because if it was going fast, they would be picking up pieces with a dust buster. This plane wasn't going very fast. That, like, once again, you can tell it's an airplane. That's how I know it's because you can tell it's an airplane, right?
Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
You know you are much too tense. You are a young man. You need to relax, learn to take some joy in your work.
You need to relax, take some joy in your work. Do you like music? I asked because the thruster reversers did not look engaged in your crash picture. Yeah, I mean, that's a good point, dude. The reversers definitely aren't. Yeah, you could see the cowl for the reverser. It's definitely not it's definitely closed. So yeah, they would have slowed down in time, Rocket. That's plenty of time to slow down. I mean, what's the touchdown speed for one of these airplanes? If I had to guess, it's got to be like 130, 140 knots. Something like that. 130 harp? Yeah. Yeah.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Natch 130. Yeah. 4,700 feet is plenty to slow down, provided that guy put it down in the hash marks, right? Like, depends on the weight, but 125 to 135. Yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, Rocket, yeah, he would have slowed down, dude. This thing, like I said, I think a gust of wind blew the thing off course, or they missed the exit, and they tried to turn the plane around and it flipped over, or it got hit with a gust of wind. Something's real weird about this one. Former pilot said 126 miles an hour. Those CRJs can stop on a dime. Yeah. Interesting. Would they be going faster to help with the crosswind? No, you don't really need to. What was the wind direction? 270, 23 sustained, gusting to 33. My guess is the wind blew this thing right off the runway. Like, right now, the METAR for Pearson is saying, 25 to 38.
Go at throttle up.
270, 25 to 38. That's, look.
My name is
Jeff. 87-month resub. CBC Airport official statement.
And I'm here to give you a statement on what events transpired here today at Toronto Pearson. First and foremost,
All right, let's see.
There was no loss of life.
I am astonished. Nobody died. I'm really happy though.
I'm here to give you a statement on what events transpired here today at Toronto Pearson. First and foremost, there was no loss of life. And this is in due part to our heroic and trained professionals, our first responders at the airport.
Yeah, firemen.
So
Dude,
the
the
facts of
firemen are the
matter
reason
around
those
this
people are
event, what
alive.
happened at approximately 2:30 p.m. is Delta Airlines Flight 4819 from Minneapolis to Toronto, operated by subsidiary Endeavour Air, was involved in a single aircraft accident upon landing at Toronto Pearson. The plane was carrying 4 crew and 76 passengers, among them 22 Canadians. The other passengers were multinational. Airport emergency workers mounted a textbook response, reaching the site within minutes and quickly evacuating the passengers. We stood up our emergency operations center with Delta Airlines and representatives from fire, police, paramedics, security, and our federal agency partners. Again, there were no fatalities. 17 injured passengers were quickly taken to local area hospitals. At this time, we do not know of any of those passengers having critical injuries.
Wow.
We immediately halted further arrivals and departures on our remaining 3 runways. Those runways were reopened at approximately 5 p.m. The other runways are remaining to serve the investigation, which will be carrying forward for the rest of tonight and into the next several days. These 2 runways will remain closed while the investigation takes place. Again, we are very grateful that there was no loss of life and relatively minor injuries. We are very focused on the care and the concern and the passengers and the crew, some of whom have already been reunified with their friends and their families. Others we have in a comfortable place right here at the airport in an environment where they're getting a lot of care and support from my staff. Delta Airlines is also continuing to provide customer care and information for passengers. In closing, no airport CEO wants to have these type of press conferences, but this is exactly what our emergency, our operations, and our federal, our first responder partners are all practiced and trained for. And again, this outcome is in due part to their heroic work, and I thank them profusely. Our thoughts and prayers are with all. We will be providing more information as it becomes available. We do expect that there will be some operational impact and some delays at the airport over the next few days while the 2 runways remain closed for the investigation. And we will be sharing information periodically. For those traveling, continue to look at our website and be in touch with your respective carrier as well. Thank you for your time today.
Yeah, not much additional substance there, but wow. Here, friend all, I'll post it. I know you were looking for it. A friend of yours who works there just told me that they landed pretty fast. Well, Kuro's a viewer in chat, Baron, that I trust. 500 FPM. Yeah. Yeah. Unbelievable. That's a freaking miracle, dude. That is a freaking miracle, man. No refunds. We got you there. Yeah. Dude, you've got to be kidding. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me, dude. Freaking what the hell? How? Here's your source. Who is it, Kuro?
70 miles an hour. You either add or you add anything over 10 knots. You add half of the wind plus any gust. So in this case, you'd have to have added almost 50, 60 knots to the approach speed. Well, they were way slow, and I'd have to go back and look at what the exact winds were. But yeah, at one point you would say, as a captain, if I'm descending at 1,100 feet a minute at 500 feet and I'm slow, then I would be executing the go around.
Yeah, you would be putting the nose back up and going back up for another round potentially, as I understand it.
Or find an alternate airport. Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'd be doing. Yeah, see? That's what I'm saying. Like, I had a feeling that this, was too much for a CRJ 900, but yeah, chat confirmed it. Like, go find another airport, man. Like, if that's the case, will the control tower now update with the winds? Well, Meat Snack, actually, you know what? Pilots that are watching, first of all, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you for contributing. I'm learning here. Here's the thing. The control tower always updates you with the conditions, but guys, it's up to the pilots. It's up to the pilots to discern, the people that are flying the plane, it's up to them to discern whether you should put this plane on the ground or attempt to put this plane on the ground or not. It's always the pilot's decision, right? Like, that guy's an idiot. You would never add 50 knots to approach speed. That's what I was gonna say. Like, that's a little fast, but that seems borderline for a 737. I mean, yeah, you got a crosswind that could potentially be over 30 knots. Like, I know it seems far-fetched, dudes, but it's not far-fetched for the winds to blow this plane right off the runway. That seems like they hit a gust and the thing went left. 40-knot crosswinds are over the limit for almost all commercial planes. 737 SOP limits 20 knots to approach speed additive. Wow, yeah, dude. I'm out of the loop. What happened? Yeah, Original, check this out. You want to see what happened? I'm not a pilot. I'm not a pilot, dude, but I'm pretty sure that's not how you land this. pretty sure you're not supposed. That's not how you land that. I'm pretty sure that's not what you want. Like. Yeah, Will, that's my guess. Yeah, no, Original, you want to hear something crazy? And this is the only reason I'm showing it. 0 casualties. No fatalities. Everyone got off that plane, which is just... I don't know how, but... that's the only reason I'm sharing it. The Delta logo points which way should be up. Yeah. 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 I think they tried that Australian landing. The problem is you're not in Australia, so it didn't work. Yeah, Yarg, a bigger plane could probably deal with it, but this may have been filmed using an actual potato, but have you seen the landing footage? Is that the footage that shows the plane blatantly going off the runway? Arg? Yeah, I showed this. Yeah, look, here. I'm telling you, man, this thing got hit with a gust. You have 14,000 hours in a CRJ. Max additive for a CRJ is 10 knots for gusts. Yeah, Quag, 50 knots sounded a little much. If you don't compensate the gust with the yoke, or worse, compensate in the wrong direction, a bit of wind can easily shoot you back into the air. You've seen it on the sim. It's scary how the plane can turn on its side. Yeah, I bet. Right, Natch? Yeah. Because, Natch, right, if you catch a gust of wind, right? You get my F4 out. You know, you put this thing down, right? You're down, right? And you go to rotate the nose and you get hit with a gust of wind and the plane does this, right? The next thing that happens is that, right? The thing goes up and then, whoop, right? Because it pushes you up and then the plane stalls immediately. You never had 50 knots to any airliner. Yeah, I'm wondering where that guy, I mean... Yeah, RF4. RF4. Sorry, a bit out of the loop. Is there original footage? I mean, more from the side, but yeah, that can happen too. Yep. Max crosswind component for the CRJ is 22 knots. Pedro, that's what we were saying, dude. Yeah, a couple of other viewers helped me out with this because I didn't know what the limits for that plane are. Dude, and the crazy thing is, here, I'll show you the footage if you guys haven't seen it. Like, look, oh, there it goes, off the runway. Oh, yep, there's your wing cracking in half right there, and then there's the plane flipping over and spinning around. Woof. I think he multiplied by 2 instead of dividing by 2. Yeah, take it from me, though, guys. That doesn't mean that guy doesn't know what he's talking about. You say dumb things when you're in front of an audience. Believe me, I know. Said some stupid stuff on here a lot. Update from Firefly on the burn that didn't happen. Ooh, hold up. We appreciate the attention to detail, Scott. LOI 2 is not a time-critical burn. We delayed it 24 hours so our team has more time to plan the maneuver. Yep, not unheard of. Cool. It's less for a contaminated runway. I mean, just look at how fast. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Bright, you see it? Yeah, dude. Exactly. So what Bright is saying is, like, watch this thing come in. You could see the point where the wing breaks and starts spraying fuel everywhere, right? That's when the big fire happens. Right? Yeah, look at how fast that smoke is being blown this way. It is windy. Is that Starbase Lab noise in the background? Oh, yeah. You bet your butt it is. Can't believe that, dude. That's absolutely nuts. So, yeah, I mean, this plane was blatantly out of limits, and they chose to land it, and that happens when that happens. Yeah, it's fine. It's not fine. Yeah, that Probably not a good thing. I think snow counts as wet. Interesting conversation. Thanks for having it. Well, Natch, yeah, well, thanks for telling me about this stuff, dude. As screwed up as this is gonna sound, we gotta get back into flight sim, dude. We should get back into flight sim. Why did this make me want to fly a plane? Am I tapped? Like, maybe I slipped and fell on the ice in my driveway and hit my head or something. Like, that Canuck fire truck looks pretty cool. I dig it, man. All right. I'll log that. I'll log that for later in the week, dude. I don't even know if I have Flight Simulator installed. Because you're a psycho. Yeah, I know. Dude, just get your PPL. Colorblind, dude. Can't. Well, that's not entirely true, but it would be really difficult. Snow and ice have their own categories. Reported braking action is also a limitation. I mean, Scott, if you put me in the pilot seat of a Cessna, I could figure it out. I'll figure it out. And that's not just me saying, well, you can figure it out. Like, I know what I'm doing. I have, dude, even the Citation CJ4, I had some of the pre-flight, I had some of the pre-flight memorized when we flew it around in Flight Simulator. Like, memorized, like I know it cold. Like, I could start this plane. I can take it off and I can land it, you know? Like, it doesn't mean I'm going to. You should go through the proper channels. Don't screw around with flying, because remember, your butt's on the line, right? I wonder if it rolled like United 232. I don't know, man. It seemed like once again, Goalie, it seemed like it kind of maybe went like this and then flew like back over, you know? Rip Sky King. Rip Sky King. The best words to hear from a pilot. Yeah, dude, I know what I'm doing. I can fly. I can speak pilot. Anyway, pretty cool. But yeah, guys, I do like doing accident investigation stuff like this and kind of putting my aerospace skills to the test, but not at the behest of another person. I'm not doing that. You know, like, yeah, we're not about that. Not about that life. Hey, wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute. Does ADSB have the fire trucks? Red 8. Are those the trucks? Those are the trucks. What the heck? There's a school nearby in Boston that lets you fly with a flight instructor. Yeah, I do believe that's one of the trucks that we saw. No, maybe it wasn't. Hold on. Nope, not that one.
And I'm here to give you a
No, not that one. Maybe this one? Ugh, yuck. Yeah, we saw red 6, but the ADSB has red 8. Red 8's just chilling on that service road. It looks like he may or may not have been like, nope, I'm driving over here. Yes, better for safety. Interesting. Yeah, sailplanes don't. Nah, I'm good. Anyway. All right, guys. Well, we got one more bit of space news here that I want to kind of tackle. So let's now, Jared Isaacman is the nomination for NASA administrator. Now that his confirmation hearing with the Senate hasn't happened, but he's been posting some stuff on X that I think you guys might appreciate. So somebody posted a picture of Mars, right? And then Rook said this. We're going to do a little bit of a subject change here. So Isaacman said this. When I see a picture like this, it's impossible to not feel energized about the future. I think it's so important for people to understand the profound implications of sending humans to another planet. We will develop groundbreaking technologies in propulsion, habitability, power generation, in situ resource utilization, and manufacturing, unlocking mission optionality from the moon to Mars and beyond. We would create systems, countermeasures, and pharmaceuticals to sustain human life in extreme conditions, addressing the challenges like radiation and microgravity over extended durations. Okay. These advancements will form the foundation for lower cost, more frequent crew and robotic missions across the solar system, creating a flywheel effect to accelerate world-changing discoveries. The pioneering science, technology, and knowledge we gain will benefit life on Earth economically, technologically, and socially for all humankind. This achievement will enable humanity to survive beyond Earth, serving as a hedge against catastrophic events that have shaped our planet's past and will inevitably happen again. It is a critical step in overcoming the Great Filter. With peaceful exploration and discovery, while peaceful exploration and discovery remain ultimate goals, space is also the strategic high ground. It is the United States' America's responsibility to lead, to ensure national security, maintain competitiveness, and secure our place in this rapidly approaching and exciting future. Achieving such an outrageous endeavor, like landing American astronauts on another planet, will inspire generations of dreamers to build upon these accomplishments, set even bolder goals, and drive humankind's greatest endeavor forward. That's what got my curiosity there. Interesting. Read the reply. Okay. Are you confident humans can go in the 28 to 29 window? Oh, come on back now. I'm on the outside, learning and eager for the opportunity to contribute to this grand endeavor. Ultimately, that decision is up to the Senate. But personally, I believe we should dedicate ourselves to a focused set of very high potential goals. Those that may seem impossible to many, but if achieved, could change the world for the better. We should invest a reasonable amount of resources coupled with extreme work intensity and make them a reality. Even getting 90% there in the near term would set humankind on an incredible trajectory in the long term. Huh. Yeah, man, he's I like Rook. I really liked him. I really liked him even that's what I like past tense. I liked him even before this nomination. I mean, obviously, right? Like, dude, the guy is classy as hell. He's just it just seems like kind of a no bull crap, like here's what I like. Here you go. Not sure if the current Congress is interested in spending more money. We'll see, dude. We'll see. Sounds good, but will he get a budget? Hard to say. He's bringing the chainsaw. What does this mean? What is Rook saying? At the moment, okay, so this is, okay, science man. Personally, I think there's a lot of taxpayer-funded science that should be reviewed and potentially reduced, but planetary defense against near-Earth orbit threats that seem disproportionately underfunded relative to the likelihood and magnitude of the associated risks and consequences. I'd be good with that spoiled. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to feel about that. But also at the same time, dudes, the science missions... Okay, I've said this a bajillion times. I'll say it once. I'll say my piece. You guys, if you guys don't like it, send it right back. The science missions need to feed your human exploration missions. Now, why? Why is that the case? Well, if the science missions don't have any benefit to a person, albeit somebody that's going to be on a moon base or you and me down here on the surface, they're hard to justify. I don't think Earth science is going anywhere. No. I don't think so. I don't think planetary science is going anywhere. Because those two, planetary science is going to feed into where we're going, right? You might see planetary science for one planet reduce in favor of another planet, like Mars, for instance, right? Okay, that's fine. But the point is that it has to be intertwined. If it's not intertwined, science missions are very easy to get rid of. It's very easy for a mission that doesn't have any dependencies, basically is low-hanging fruit for some bureaucrat to be like, nah, right? It has to be robust. If it's not, I mean, he's right in that regard, but see, the flip side of that is that what you see is not useful. You know what I mean? It really depends on what the plan is, you know? Unrelated, but are you going to the Canada-US game? 3 fights in 9 seconds is kind of nuts. No, I was preventing my basement from flooding while that game was happening, and then I went in and watched NASCAR King. I think he's saying to avoid alienating the current administration. I doubt he genuinely thinks public-funded science should be cut back in any capacity. He said potentially, too. That's important to remember. Reviewed and potentially reduced. That doesn't mean it should be. I don't think it will be, to be honest. But who knows? So defunding a telescope instead of a lunar rover, for example. Yeah, Trey. Yeah, exactly. All of NASA's science is kind of scattered to the winds. It's just kind of all over the place. And here's the thing, like, I'm not saying don't, like, the missions that are already flying or that are close to flying, don't stop those. That's really stupid, right? The decadal survey will give you a pretty good idea of where you should go, right? That's basically a roadmap for it, right? But, you know, if we get, what I'm saying is that if you get your science missions to work more with your human exploration program, if you get them to work if you get them kind of intertwined, like the Surveyor and the Ranger program to the Apollo program, it's easier to get funding. It's easier to fund a big mission like this. It's also noted he doesn't get to decide. He just gets handed the check, probably the smaller check. He does. He does get to decide. He's part of the executive branch. NASA serves at the NASA administrator serves at the behest of the president. So Isaacman will have input on policy, just like Bill did. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Of course he does. The executive branch denotes what NASA's goals are. Like, I don't know. Some people probably don't want to hear that right now, but I'm just telling you the truth. I'm not telling you to make you mad. Like, well, James Webb did fly, even if it was way over budget. Yeah, Yuri, I have thoughts about that, but I guess James Webb is worth it, so. Oh, nice, goalie. Talking about Congress gets to decide which areas to fund and what amount. That's correct, yes. But if Congress doesn't fund it, then it doesn't matter what the executive wants. That's correct. Which is why, I mean, once again, I'll go back to it. I'll say it once, I'll say it again. That's why I don't think SLS is going anywhere. The proverbial low-hanging fruit here is to refactor the contracts, which, once again, in my mind, that explains why Boeing is like, hey, you might get laid off. Might. And even if you do, we'll probably rehire you under a new contract. That's my guess. People call me crazy for this, but it does seem right. Because, you know, for whatever reason, people think that Elon and, like, the president have some just, you know, sweeping thing that they can just get rid of some stuff. And there is precedent to that. No, I don't want to talk about it. I don't care. Listen. Just listen, okay? Stop typing. Stop. Hear me out. That does have an effect on other things. What that doesn't have an effect on is NASA. That does not have an effect on NASA. Congress writes the bills for NASA. So their checks and balances apply to NASA, which is why I thought SLS wasn't going anywhere. And I don't think it will. I really don't. Even if there is people in Congress that see eye to eye with the president, no one is going to let the gravy train go. That's not going to happen. See what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If Jared brings in trusted contract lawyers, you will know. Yeah, something like that. Before we rip our heads off with politics, we should switch topics. Well, Mill, once again, guys, I don't want to sit here and, you know, wax intellectual about space flight policy and what I think is going to happen. It's just something that comes up. It's something that comes up, and I think it's important to explain it more than anything. Believe me, dude, I've been operating this stream for over a decade. I know good and well the precedent that gets set when I start talking about Orange Man, or talking about the guy that came before him, or talking about the guy that came before him, or the guy who came before him. I'm very careful about that stuff. You know, I'm very careful because I'm not trying to start crap. My only axe to grind here is space policy, because that makes more space, and more comprehensive spaceflight policy gives me more stuff to teach you guys about. That is my only axe to grind. That is my only impetus here for even bothering to take a bite of this crap sandwich. You know good and well that if you're not careful with your words regarding this stuff, you can torpedo a stream pretty easily. I'm trying not to do that. But unfortunately, spaceflight, the thing that makes this stream good, is intertwined with that at the hip in some way, shape, or form. Doesn't the NASA administrator recommend the budget for NASA to the Senate? But it's usually their decision. The House would do that, Trey. Like, guys, I'm not trying to sit here and start every other conversation that you could start on X about whether you like or dislike the current administration, guys. That's not my goal here. Like, that's not... Yeah, Kate, I can't explain spaceflight correctly to educate you guys about knowing about this better without delving into it at least a little bit. I try my best to stay very neutral about it. I try my best to not put some political opinion about your throat unless it comes down to spaceflight. I think we should have more rockets. Screw me, right? Like, screw me. I know I suck. Right? I'm very, very careful about this. There's a lot of I'll say this and I'll stop going on in chat. Interesting, Baron. More rockets, more better. Yeah, how dare you want more space flights? I know, right? Off topic, but what the heck? You said you linked me a post that says off topic and what the heck, and it's an Elon post. I'm not clicking on that. I'm not clicking on that, Baron. What did I just tell you, man? What did I just say? What did I just... Did you even listen to me? Did you even listen? No, I'm not doing that here. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best to not ram political opinions down people's throats. No one goes to get entertained to have that happen, okay? I'm just trying to explain spaceflight policy. I have no other horse in this race. I swear. I swear on Jeb's grave because I killed him. Sorry. My bad. Interesting, Arsenal. All right, click on your stupid post. What is this? Oh dear. Where does Jeb stand politically? Jeb wants more snacks, and that's about it. It makes sense if you know Kabul. And man, I've seen that thread. I've read that thread. I just read it not recently. I don't know dick about Kabul, so I don't know. I mean, Kabul aside though, perhaps you can explain why, you know, there's somebody that's 229 years old in there. Like, I would like to learn if that's the case. Like, I don't, dude, this is why I didn't want to click on this, because, like, that's way out of my wheelhouse, dude. I'm trying, like I said, I'm trying as hard as I can not to get involved. And it's only gotten way more difficult over the last, like, 8 years. It's gotten really tough to not get caught up in that stuff, man. Cobblestone. No, I'm calling it cobblestone from now on because you are saying it wrong. It's my stream. See? I don't even know how to say the stupid name right. What makes you think I can weigh in on this? I have no idea what I'm doing, dude. 8 years, something to go way harder this last month. My only opinions that you'll ever hear from this about politics have to do with space policy, and that's it. It's not your business knowing what I care and don't care about, nor am I going to put it down your throat, and that's the end of that conversation. For real, dog. For real. Cobblestone like in Minecraft? No. COBOL, Yuri, is an extremely old programming language. Like, you know, in like James Bond flicks where the computers with the little spinny like tapes going back and forth, and like you put a punch card in the computer, like that's COBOL. I'm trying, Dead Crew. I'm trying. Yeah, Kabul, like the BSG planet. Duh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, what were you guys talking about? Yeah, Arsenal, yeah, I know what you mean. I literally work in a building named after a certain person that helped write that language. Cool. No, I haven't, Baron. Yeah, the subject matter here is that, you know, parts of the U.S. government are still using COBOL this far out. Like, dude, that's a programming language from the 60s. Actually, before the 60s. That's like late 50s, right, guys? I don't know the whole history. Excuse me. I'm not a software guy. Like, I suck at that stuff. The reason why they keep it, as far as I know, is because it's secure. It's a very simple language, and it's not, well, one, it's really hard to hack because no one knows how to use it. But also, that's a double-edged sword because no one knows how to use it. Simple is stable, exactly. It's used more than you think. Well, yeah, Cirrus, that's why, right? That's what I know. That's what Brimo told me about it, believe it or not. I learned it in the 80s. It held on a long time. Security through obscurity is not a good idea. I think that's the whole point, Kate. But yeah. Spaceport Kochi has been launched. Neat. My college roommate got a job coding C-130 fuel management software after graduation only because he knew what COBOL was. All he does every day is manage an Excel fuel management for the C-130 is in COBOL. No, GH, being used because the old person that had the job insisted that it stay the way it is, and then the next person repeated the cycle. I'm sure there's a component to that, Raiden. You used COBOL in your first job on a Sperry Univac mainframe. A Univac mainframe. Lord, how old are you? I know what a Univac is. Oh my goodness. Yeah, encrypted dude, it's... Like I said, they stick to COBOL because it's secure, because it's simple, because that's the reason, I'm pretty sure. Look at the picture for the pad design on their website. Okay. All right, a little bit more space news, and then we'll jump back into workers, okay? But see, guys, once again, I will say this once, I'll say it again. Programming is not my digs, dude. I suck. I am not the guy for that. I understand logic, and I know how logic works, but I am not the guy for program. There is a amazing programming streamer, the Primogen. Primogen's awesome. You want code stuff? Go to his stream. What the fuck? No. The translated text picture says it's AI generated. Yeah, no, I see that. Yeah, Prime's awesome. And he likes old pickup trucks, Orion, so, you know, we're bros. Prime is an awesome streamer, seriously. Yeah, go check him out. He's funny as hell, dude. I don't understand what the heck he's saying all the time, but I found a new spot to vacation. Yeah, so this is Kochi City, Kochi Prefecture. Okay. Yes, I'm all for it. I'm going to start a window company right now. Let's see what we got. What? Where are you? I see him, Kate. Where are you gonna launch from? Don't tell me you're launching from there. That's not a great idea. Japan's other launch site is Tanegashima, which is over here. Which means Tanaga Island, just in case anybody was wondering. Could it be from an offshore platform, perhaps? Create a spaceport in the coastal prefecture that will serve as a takeoff and landing site for rockets and spacecraft. Yeah, that would not, this would not be smart. That not good. Do not do that. Do not do that. Japan. You know, you can't just go building launch sites next to populated areas. You can't do that. Don't do that. Anyway. Did those chopsticks move? Oh, yeah. Entering ship catch overdrive. We are locked in. Sorry. You said C-130, you reminded me of this gem? Hey guys, you remember this gem? That's awful. Okay. Come on, live. So the left chopstick moved. Any chance you're going to the game Thursday night in Boston, Canada versus the US? No. Probably not, King. Your filter is cutting out all the cool mechanical noises? Oh, all right. Is that better? So yeah, they moved the left chopstick there. That's pretty good. Yeah, King, I know. No, I hadn't planned on it, dude, but yeah. Sounds like the plow this weekend when I blew a hydraulic hose. Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. I'm reading about that whole COBOL thing in chat. I want that crane. You can buy a Lego version. Seriously, there's a Lego version of a Liebherr 11,000. It's awesome and I want it, but I can't really justify paying $800 for a Lego. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Fair enough, probably going to be insane. I might watch it from here, but I had no intention of driving into Boston, King. No. Build it on stream. It's now a work expense. But why do that when I could buy, like, engine parts and build an engine on stream? So you don't understand, Dino. Like, I'm not harping on people that have Legos. I like Legos. Lego's cool. I'm not hating by any means. For me, personally, I like playing with metal Legos. That's essentially what automobiles are. If you like messing with Legos, cars are just metal Legos. It's like playing with a really big erector set or a Meccano set. when the plastic Lego approaches the price of the metal Lego, it becomes a hard justification in my mind. God, it's a No More Space Lego Team set. What the hell? Where did I say don't do that? There's better odds with the Lego getting done. You know what? You know what? You're not a good person, Mutter. You're not a good person. So there. That was messed up. Funny, but messed up. You're not. You know what? You're not a good person. Which games are you gonna play? Dan, I was gonna go back to playing Workers, man. We gotta finish the cargo depot. This guy doesn't get Legos. Get him. Wait, what? Metal Legos? Squig cars? Messing around with cars is playing with metal Legos. That's basically what it is. It's like a big erector set. Imagine playing with Legos. Or Lego. You know, if I say Legos, people get mad. Imagine playing with Lego. And then you can, like, ride around in it. Remember when you were a kid, you put the little fig in there, and you're like, oh man, I'm in a spaceship, or oh man, I'm in a car. You can actually do that with cars. Like, you can get into the thing that you made and drive it around on the roads. That's really, really cool to me. It's like being able to ride around in your Legos. How's the driveway looking? Awful. It's ice. All of it. All of it. It's just all of it. What if I don't want to drive a car? Yuri, we're not talking about me. Or we're not talking about you. We're talking about me. Dang it. What, you don't want to drive around in a Zugili? That's a nice car. It's a nice car. Хорошо. Автомобили хорошо. It's a nice car. You don't want to drive around in that? What's wrong with that? I swear to God, if this is a Lego car that somebody built. Mm-hmm. Look, I don't mind Legos. I like Legos. But when the Legos are getting to the price of car parts, it's hard to justify getting the Legos. Do you understand? I think that's pretty frigging reasonable, okay? That's not an unreasonable thing to say. You are gaslighting the frick out of me, chat. Both of you. Both chats at the same time. Then buy a car, then buy Lego. That's what I've been doing. That was my whole point. I can do both of those things, but I like to buy car parts before I like to buy Legos. That was what I was trying to say. Damn it. If your Legos are the price of car parts, your cars are too cheap. Okay, that's fair. That's fair, but shut up. That's fair. I'm not known for driving around nice cars. But also, you shut your filthy mouth. Finish your dang car already. I'm trying. Lego will always be expensive, but they will last longer than the car. I'm pretty sure I have a truck sitting in my garage that is older than the company of Lego. Yeah. So.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Got some catching up to do. Okay, just build your car out of wood. What the hell does that solve? What problem does that solve? Firebird 48-month resub. What is that? What? Lego was founded in 1932. Damn it. Crap, you're right. Doesn't the 59 have wood in it? Yeah. But... He just cars like that dude on YouTube who bought that abandoned jet. Abandoned jet, and after 3 years hasn't finished it. Dude's repainted it like 6 times now. Whoa. Rebuild Rescue is still building that Cessna 410? Still? Oh. Why did you make us do this to you? No, I didn't make you gaslight me and then make me feel bad about my decisions. I didn't do that. You did that. He keeps buying more planes? What's gaslighting? We're not gaslighting you. Here goes Mr. Strimmer making words up. You miserable, miserable corksucker. Miserable.
Oh, this is space.
You know
I'm
what?
in space.
You know what? I'm gonna buy more car parts. Screw you guys. This doesn't get you any closer to me building the stupid Lego crane, all right?
Oh, this is space. I'm in space.
I'm gonna buy more car parts now.
Oh, this is space. I'm in space.
So Spartan, thank you. Thank you for the gifted subs. I'm going to use it to buy more car parts. And then I'm just going to sit here and show you
this
them.
Is space. I'm in space.
And then not do anything with them. See? Look. Oh, yeah. Isn't that nice? Look. Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is space. I'm in space.
How'd you do that, So Spartan? Anyway. Thanks for the 10. I appreciate it. You'd made me want to buy more Lego? Well, good. That's fine. You could always do that. I never said that was a bad thing. You could always do that. All right? Buy them quick. Many are made in Canada. This was not made in Canada. You got your countries that begin with C confused. China. If you buy more car parts, they'd better be to fix up the good old Coronet. She's looking rough, at least from what you said. Yeah, I was going to say, how would you know? How would you know? Last. Oh, good. You're here too. Hi. Kit cars are real Lego kits. Dude, I'd build a factory 5 if I had 25 grand lying around, Mutter. We'd do that. I'd do that on stream. That would be sick. I miss the Coronet. I'm still jealous you even have one. They're actually impossible to get down under. Yeah, Chrysler wasn't big down there, huh, Hawks? Yeah, not big down there, man. It's waiting. I mean, for what it's worth, the 59's back together. It's pretty much good to go. I'm just not... See, like, here's my problem. The weather here has sucked. It's been really bad. With the ice and everything, I'm not putting my nice, shiny new truck that finally works correctly outside. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. We're not doing that. Lego is Danish. Tariffs on Danish Lego will be less than Canadian or Chinese parts. This is just an observation. I'm not trying to be a jerk. This is just an observation. What territory does Denmark have? What territories do they have in the North Atlantic? You sure about that? You sure about that? Are you sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that? Are you sure about that? The Faroe Islands. Oh, yeah, thanks. You gave me an out. All right, cool. I heard workers and resources. All the mods are like, stop, 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 stop. You know, like, yeah, Tim, that's the name. You sure about that? Please see last. Sure, Hawks. What's up, man? Closest we got was the Valiant, which was awesome. Took up 1.5 Aussie parking spots. Dude, Coronet is 4.5 meters long, dude. It's big. It's longer than the red pickup truck. Yeah. Pretty crazy, right? This chat is over. Yeah, I'm not taking this gaslighting nonsense. In other news, EJ plays games here. All right, jokes aside. Oh, I was talking about width, not length. Length, she'd have her butt poking out in the lot. The Coronet is kind of skinny, dude, to be honest with you. It's kind of skinny for a car that big, like, because believe it or not, it's a mid-sized car for the United States. Like, we'd need a C-body for full-size stuff. We're talking, like, Hawks, we're talking, like, Kingswood big. Like, every car was like that here, dude. Like, in the 60s, like, Kingswood big, dude. Also, I like Kingswoods. Those are cool. I want one. But not before a Falcon XB. Want one of those. Don't know if you've seen it, but have you seen China is review bombing Stellaris because of the new Hearts of Iron 4 DLC having Silk Road Empire in it? Why don't they review bomb Hearts of Iron? Missed out big time on the road yachts. Well, Hawks, if you ever make your way up here, dude, we'll tool around in it. I'll show you. Raymond, I actually did see that, but I don't get it. I do, Admana. Yes, that's exactly what I do. High five! You know, I don't... They're bombing Hearts of Iron 4, too. It's a video game. Relax. It's a video game. Like, it's a video game. Like let's get triggered over a video game. Or didn't we have this conversation in the United States, like just in general, like 20 years ago or something? It gave India focuses to essentially take over China. Yes, they are that mad about it. We should do that in Hearts of Iron. Oh, that's so screwed up. Maximalist India, let's go. That's so screwed up. Oh my God. All right. For now, I'm gonna. Oh my God. You guys don't want to hear unfiltered me. I would make too many people angry. That's probably not a good idea. Oh, jeez. Rezel, help. I met a girl and she has a nicer telescope than me. What do? Compliment her on her big telescope. Gods. Oh, no. Oh my God. You guys are ridiculous. Jesus Christ. Okay, sorry, I shouldn't say that. All right, anyway, let's move to after hours. That's gonna do it for space news. I think we're done. Well, Rezo, just remember that song from Cake. You know, you want a girl with a short skirt and a long telescope. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 in a long telescope. Okay. What a view! Thanks for space news. I'm going to head to bed. All right. Steve Evelta. I think that's how you say that. Goodbye. All right. Why are you like this? I'm not like this. The chat is like, I'll be right back. I'm jogging the VOD. We're going to play workers, damn it.